Hi, Nate with Twin Ports Bid here again. The purpose of today's video is going to be how do you bid on our website. So there's a couple of different ways that this would happen. One, you would be using an external link from, say, Facebook or Google, another search engine, something along those lines. Number two, you would be coming directly to our website at twinportsbid.com, typing it into the title bar, or essentially doing a simple Google search saying Twin Ports Bid. Go ahead and click there, and you can just click anywhere there or come over where it says website. It brings you right to the same page here. So on our website, you're going to see on top, you can click the bid button, and this window is going to open, which brings you there and shows you what current auctions we have. And then this just shows that at this time we're taking consignments and that you can view our past auctions by clicking there. On the website, if you scroll down, you're going to get the same results on where the upcoming auctions are. And again, if we're taking consignments or there's special notes. And at the bottom, again, click here to view past auctions. So you can see right here, we have Twin Ports Bid engines, tools, Star Wars, collectible signs, tile saw, air compressors, and more online auction. This number is the auction identification number. It has a brief description of highlights, and it also says that it starts closing March 16th, which would be this Thursday that I'm recording the video, and it'll start closing at 7 p.m. All of our auctions have a staggered ending with a soft close, which means we close 3 to 5 minutes or 3 to 5 lots per minute starting at 7 p.m. until the auction is done. If there's a bid in the last 3 minutes of any item, it is restarted for an additional 3 minutes from that point until there is no bid received for 3 minutes. And that will also be listed in the terms. So in order to bid, we can click on this title, which is usually the quickest way. This is our information screen before we go to bid. We recommend that you read through this, and it has the highlights, it has directions to the auction, it has a gallery of pictures, and you can click on those and blow each of those up. It has the terms of the auction, which includes your inspection days, pickup dates, pickup location, and directions. Be aware that sometimes not all of our auctions are located at the Twin Ports Bid Warehouse in Superior, Wisconsin, which is our home office. Sometimes they are located offsite, which means it's usually a single item or a selection of small items that might be like skid steer attachments, this and that, located at a facility. Or it may be an on-site auction where we're doing the entire auction on-site at that property. Additional notes is also going to have same information. We just like to list those in a couple of different areas. Now that you know that, you can also see up here when the auction started, when it ends, and where it's located, and the type of auction. This will denote if it's an off-site or an on-site auction, so on and so forth. Enable to bid, you're going to click view items, and this is going to bring you into the actual auction. Now that we're physically in the auction, you can see a couple of different things on the top of your screen. The logo is going to bring you back to current auctions. This would bring you back to our current auctions, or you're going to have to log in to register. You are going to have to log in and be registered to bid in order to place a bid on this auction. Again, before bidding, remember to look at all of these terms that we have here. You can click on any of these tabs. If you're bidding on a smartphone, up here it should be 3 horizontal lines. You click there and it'll give you a sub-menu. We hope to have videos following sooner than later showing on the smartphone how to do the same procedure that we're discussing right now. So again, please read before bidding. Where the auction is located, details can be found by clicking on these above tabs, pickup dates, so on and so forth, and additional information is listed right here. As you scroll down, you have options of searching for items, choosing categories, open items, closed items, ascending, descending order, and each pages of the auction. There is usually 100 lots per page typically. Now, what I will tell you is if you search for something where I'm going to search for a sign. Okay, all of these signs came up. Now I'm going to go to, I can't go back. What do? You have to hit clear filter, and that will bring you back to originally where you started. As you are bidding on items, you can see the bid box here is blue. Blue means that you have not bid. Green would mean that your bid was accepted, and red means that you've been outbid. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find an item to bid on here and also show you how this works. So the first thing, like I said, that you're going to need to do is log in to bid. I always do this first. That way, you're not going through a secondary prompt. If you weren't to log in to bid and we were going to say bid on this, it's going to bring you right to that screen where it's going to ask you to still log in, and you can do it that way too. The other option, like I said, is right when you get on the page, go ahead, log in to bid. Sign in. Bidder number goes here, password goes here. And apparently I typed something in incorrectly, so as you can see, you have to enter the correct information. So once you're logged in, you're going to come down through here and you would find an item that you're looking at and something that you wanted to bid on. Hey, I need that. Okay, so we're looking at a paint gun. So we're going to click on this blue box, and that's going to allow us to place a bid. But in order to bid, we have to read and accept the terms, which goes through everything again. Where the auction is located, when the pickup times are, when inspection days might be, what the buyer's fee is, so on and so forth. Where the, once I accept that, this box comes up. Every bid that you place is your max bid, which means I can bid $100 on this item right now, which means if somebody comes in later and they bid 20, it's going to bid up to that point for me. But it's not going to bid right to 100. You're just placing that your highest bid first. That way, the computer will bid up to that point for you automatically, so you don't keep getting outbid notices, so on and so forth. It's usually we find the most of our customers do it this way. So I can place the next available bid is $9. This is our confirmation screen here. However, somebody has bid equal or higher bid, which means we have been outbid, like I said. So now this is red. If it was accepted, it would go green. So we're going to come down and, oh, these chisels look interesting. So let's say that I want to take a closer look. I can click on the pictures and it's going to bring us into that lot. And we can go, there's different images where it'll show you all the images and you can pick an image. So I want to see, is this one brand new? Oh, look at this. It's a brand new image, or a brand new chisel head. So if I wanted to go back, I would hit the X and I can pick a different one, or I can scroll through these and look. And now that I've seen all the images, what I need to know, and I can bid from here. At which point, I'm going to bid my $6 bid. I'm going to hit bid now. Now you can see that it's green and you are the highest bidder. Now, how do I get back to all of the items? You can go one by one. A lot of people will hit all items, which brings you back to your main screen, and you can scroll right back down to the number that you were at. So as you can see, we have blue, red, green. Blue means you haven't bid. Red means you've been outbid. Green means that you are winning the bid. Now, a lot of people ask me, what are these stars here for? Well, by clicking a star, you can add things to what is called your watch list. So if I come up here and I go to my profile, I can view watch list. And you can see the items I bid on are in there, along with the items that I've clicked watch list. Now, how do I get back out of this? You can hit the back button. You can go back into your auction a couple of different ways. You know, it is what works best for you and what device that you're bidding on. Now, as you can see, there is a clock here, and obviously we have a lot of time before this auction ends. We have about 2 days. That clock is within seconds of being accurate. The thing that you have to remember is this auction is on a Amazon server, and it is located, and there could be latency depending on what types of internet connection you have, so on and so forth. How do I know that I've won? You'll get an invoice from us. That's how you know that you have won. You've received that invoice from us. You will see the clock. It'll say ended now or just ended. We're going to be adding and elaborating on this video as improvements are made to this software. I'm going to do a completely separate video on invoices and how do I pay. So feel free to look that one up in our system, and have a wonderful day. Hi, Nate with Twin Ports Bid here. We're just going to do a quick addition to the how to bid video here, and it's about being outbid. So when you're outbid on an item in the auction that you're looking at, like I said, that bid bar is going to go to a red status. If you're the high bidder, it's green, and if you haven't bid, it's blue. So for example, we were outbid on this. Typically during the week, not during auction close, the emails go out quick enough from the server that you're going to get those right away. That's why we recommend that you follow the color coding to see that you've been outbid right away, or view your watched items after near the end of the auction versus the whole auction possibly, but that's up to you what works best. And we can show you, in detail as we redo these videos to hopefully serve everybody with the utmost quality that we can here. But as the software changes and the auctions change a little bit here, we're going to give you the basics. So as I log back into my email, you can see that I have a you have been outbid. This is the same item right here that I've been outbid on, and essentially what you're looking at is please click here. It's going to bring you right to that auction and that item, but you notice I'm logged in. Now if I was not logged in, so I'm going to log myself out for instance right now, and I'm going to come back to this email and I click here, it's going to bring me here, but I'm going to have to log in to bid. So after you're in activity, or if you haven't been logged in for a while, you may have to log in, and that may be why it's not submitting your bid properly. Make sure that you are logged in every time that you go to the site to place a bid, and that's how you're gonna be able to tell up there, because it's asking you to log in and register your bidder number, and your little icon is not up there. Again, if you have any questions about this, feel free to contact us, 715-817-2189 or info@twinportsbid.com. And as a reminder, like I said, the outbid notices come very, very well on time during the course of the week of the auction. When it gets closer to auction close time, the server sometimes does fall behind, and those outbid notices may not come perfectly on time. And the other reminder with that is you see this clock counting down. I always recommend that people manually refresh their screen, or where it says here, reload the page. So as you're going down the page, it just gives it a brief refresh of the screen and the most current time possible on that clock. These clocks are still beta testing, but we're trying to make them 100%, or as close to 100% accurate as we can. Thank you. Have a good day.